Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius October 1st, 2024. The moon heads into your privacy sector today, for a stay of over 2 days, and you could benefit from doing a bit of soul-searching, reflection, and extra resting. Still, the need to pay some homage to a partnership or partner may arise. As the day advances, a Mars-Saturn trine helps you put emotions and expectations aside so you can work toward a particular goal with patience. You have the patience and determination to tackle jobs and tasks that you typically put off. In fact, you can be a workhorse now, responsible, reliable, and ready to take on anything that will get you to a good place. You're also likely to be valued on a professional or public level, even in small ways, as others recognize you for your effort. As much as you'd like to charge ahead, this is a day for putting in the necessary groundwork. As the stars swim amongst the heavens today and tomorrow, you'll feel the fiery energy course through your veins. Mighty Mars, the red planet of sex and passion, will smile over to the great taskmaster planet, Saturn. This will ignite your sexual magnetism and desire to tremendous levels. Regardless of whether you are single or attached, use this energy to move your personal or romantic life in the direction of your choosing. Consider using your enthusiasm to build toward long-term plans as a team. If you are looking for a partner, try dating someone with more stability and power. Do better. Of all zodiac signs, this year might be the hardest for you. Whether you are at work or home, you have had to confront behaviors that are not conducive to your overall well-being. Today will encourage you to rise above, as the Sun in your sign and Mercury in your sign conjunct the South Node in your sign. You may have a chance to go back to your people-pleasing, codependent ways at work. Instead of falling back into old habits, use this cosmic energy as a chance to recognize what you need to work on. You may feel unusually cross or ill-tempered during this time. Emotions loom large and seem practically unmanageable. Your body seems to have a mind of its own. Cravings may feel too strong to push aside. This is perfectly natural. One useful herbal remedy for this feeling is chamomile tea. Chamomile is known as the baby remedy, for it soothes a cranky baby and restores balance after a fever. You may drink the tea or actually put tea bags in your bath. Organized and pragmatic, you tend to refuse any opportunity to dream. You are currently trying to wrap up some big files and are neglecting your friends and family. You hate having to use your imagination and only savor moments that you entirely master. This should evolve rapidly, and the current vibrations will be strongly encouraging this. In terms of health, you should change the way you eat and get a little bit more exercise. Venus has already moved through, giving voice to your heart before the sun even arrived, while Juno, the queen of commitment, has been in Libra since early last month. She is already turning Venus' desires, hopes, and dreams into resolutions. Additionally, with Mercury returning 4 days ago ahead of next week's eclipsing new moon, you have everything needed to embrace the coming year and its journey. Just as the Sun and Mercury, the planet of communication, are not only spending their first weekend in Libra but a day before they are due to align, they are both starting to cross the lunar nodes. It is having the South Node in Libra and the North Node in your relationship sector that will turn next week's new moon into a solar, with Mercury on hand to give a voice to their policing of a balance between your own and your relationship needs. Our eyes in the sky. The beauty of today's astrological alignment lies in the opportunity for transformation and growth. With the Sun and Mercury opposing the North Node in Aries, you are being called to step into your power and leave behind patterns that no longer serve you. It's as if the universe is presenting you with a crossroads. One path leads to the comfort of the familiar, while the other invites you to take bold steps toward personal evolution and progress. Have you ever had that moment and you realized that staying within your comfort zone was actually holding you back? Maybe it was a job you stayed in for too long, a relationship you clung to out of fear of the unknown, or even a habit that was easier to maintain than to break. We've all been there, stuck between what we know and what we dream of achieving. Today offers the perfect moment to break free. It might feel a little scary at first, but sometimes growth comes from stepping into the unknown with courage and trust. You are ready for this. Ask yourself, what's one small step you can take today toward a healthier, more empowered version of yourself? There's something so special about knowing you're part of a Team ORA community where your contributions are valued. If you've been craving that sense of unity, today is the day to nurture it. Send that message, make that call, or reach out to someone you've been meaning to connect with. Have you ever noticed how even the smallest efforts toward connection can lead to deeper bonds? When we come together with the right intentions, we can achieve so much more than we could on our own. That said, while it's wonderful to embrace social interactions and team spirit, don't forget to carve out time for yourself. Have you ever spent a day surrounded by people, only to feel drained by the end, even if the experience was positive? Socializing is beautiful and necessary, but so is solitude. Taking moments to recharge ensures that when you're with others, you're fully present, energized, and able to give your best self. So if you're feeling the need to step back for a bit, honor that feeling. Give yourself permission to recharge, knowing you'll return even stronger and more centered. On a practical note, today's momentum is incredibly favorable for those of you who've been working toward personal or professional goals. Have you ever felt that satisfying rush? When all your hard work starts to pay off, and everything you touched seems to fall into place? That's the energy surrounding you right now. Whether you've been grinding on a project, building toward a career milestone, or managing financial matters, expect to see tangible progress. Keep riding this wave of success, and remember to acknowledge how far you've come. You've put in the work, and you deserve to enjoy the rewards. So if things are finally coming together, celebrate Theta Euro, you've earned it. Now, let's talk about relationships, because just as you're finding balance in your work and social life, the same theme applies to your personal connections. Have you been feeling like your relationships are either too intense or too shallow? Life has a funny way of swinging between extremes, but today is a great opportunity to find that sweet spot where relationships feel both meaningful and lighthearted. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a friendship, or even family dynamics, ask yourself, how can I bring more balance into my relationships? Maybe you've been taking things a bit too seriously lately and could benefit from letting loose and having fun, or perhaps it's time to deepen a connection that's been more surface level. Either way, today's energy supports you in making those adjustments. And lastly, if you've been feeling bogged down by the daily grind, know that you're not alone. We all have days when the routine tasks start to feel like they're piling up, and it seems like nothing is moving forward. Maybe you've been feeling stuck or uninspired, and that's perfectly okay. But isolating yourself or getting frustrated won't make things easier. Have you ever tried to tackle everything on your own, only to feel even more weighed down by the pressure? Today's energy is a reminder that you don't have to go it alone. Whether it's reaching out to family, friends, or colleagues, asking for help or simply talking things through can make all the difference. Sometimes, just knowing someone else is there to support you lightens the load.